Hello dear students, welcome back to the second lecture of complex numbers. In the last lecture so far we have discussed what is the definition of complex number, what are its real and imaginary part, and what is the basic representation of complex number that is generally we will write complex number z as its real part plus iota times its imaginary part. uh, this real part is a, imaginary part is b. What is iota? Iota is the value of root over -1. Okay. Also we have discussed what are the powers of iota. Okay. This plus sign has nothing to do with addition. It has nothing to do with addition itself. It's not like we are adding a real part into an imaginary part. Okay, we can't in fact add a real number into an imaginary number. This is just a form of representation. Okay, so moving on, in this lecture we are going to discuss what are the algebra of complex number, and we will study what are the conditions for two complex numbers to be equal to one another, what are the ways of adding, subtracting, multiplying and dividing one complex number with other, and lastly we will see what is the square root of a complex number. Okay, तो अभी इक्वालिटी की बात करने से पहले let me tell you very interesting fact, that is one complex number cannot be greater than or less than another complex number. अगर कहीं पे ऐसा कुछ लिखा हो that complex number z1 is greater than complex number z2, या फिर complex number z1 is less than any complex number z2, these are completely meaningless statement. Okay, these are completely meaningless statement. इन सब स्टेटमेंट का कोई मतलब नहीं है, इन बातों का कि एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर दूसरे कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर से बड़ा है या छोटा है. ओके, कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स हम आगे पढ़ेंगे, कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का रिप्रेजेंटेशन. ओके, तो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर में वी विल स्टडी ज्योमेट्रिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन इसका कैसे रहता है ना. कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर को हम लोग आर्जेंट प्लेन में पॉइंट्स के द्वारा रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, तो वहाँ से भी समझ आएगा कि वन पॉइंट कैन नॉट बी ग्रेटर देन और लेस देन in comparison with then another point. Okay, so this thing you have to keep in your mind. One complex number cannot be greater than or less than any other complex number, but they can surely be equal to one another. Okay, so in the first thing, algebra of complex number, very first we are going to discuss this only thing, that is equality of complex number. For two complex numbers z1 and z2 to be equal to one another, their real part must be equal to one another, as well as their imaginary part must be equal to one another. Okay, ये दोनों चीज़ें एक साथ सही होनी चाहिए. रियल पार्ट के इक्वल, इमेजिनरी पार्ट के इक्वल. सिर्फ और सिर्फ तभी दो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर इक्वल होंगे. ठीक है, एग्जांपल देखा जाए, अगर मैं ऐसे बोलूँ कि z1 है कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर 2 + 3 आएगा, z2 एक अलग कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है 2 - 3 आएगा. यहाँ पर z1 और z2 इक्वल नहीं है, बेशक इन दोनों के रियल पार्ट इक्वल हैं, बट फिर भी एज अ होल दोनों कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर इक्वल नहीं माने जाएंगे. ओके, अगर मैं बोलूँ एक मैंने z3 कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर लिया से 4 + 3 आएगा, तो अगेन z1 और z3 भी आपस में इक्वल नहीं है, बिकॉज देयर रियल पार्ट इज़ नॉट सेम. ओके, तो दोनों पार्ट सेम होने चाहिए. ठीक है, इस चीज़ पे हम लोग कुछ बड़े अच्छे इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चंस फॉर्मुलेट कर सकते हैं. जैसे पहला क्वेश्चन मैंने ये नोट कर रखा है यहाँ पे, देखिए बताया गया कि अगर x और y दोनों रियल नंबर्स हैं और इस तरीके से कि x² + y² + आयोटा टाइम्स 4 इक्वल है 25 प्लस आयोटा y के, तो हमें x और y का वैल्यू बताना है. ठीक, तो जैसा कि यहाँ पे क्लियरली दिख रहा है, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर लिखा हुआ है. कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर इज एनीथिंग दैट इज रियल प्लस आयोटा टाइम्स अनदर रियल, है ना. इस तरीके का कोई भी स्ट्रक्चर देखिए तुम्हें कैसा, एक रियल प्लस आयोटा टाइम्स दूसरा रियल, सो दिस इज अ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर. ओके, तो लेफ्ट और राइट दोनों तरफ एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर लिखे हुए हैं, बीच में इक्वल टू का साइन है. तो ऐसा कब होगा, हमने अभी पढ़ा the real part, comparing real part. Okay, this will gives us x square plus y square is equal to 25, equation number 1. Comparing imaginary part, compare करें तो मिलेगा y is equal to 4, equation number 2. There are two variables, two equations, we can easily solve them. Y is already 4. If we put y equal to 4 in the equation 1, we get x square is equal to what? 9, and hence x is equal to plus minus root of 9, that is 3. Okay, तो हमने सॉल्व कर लिया. What is answer? Answer is x is equal to plus minus 3, y is equal to what? 4. This is the answer of this question. Okay, so nothing, you will have to compare only real part, both side real part and both side imaginary part. Okay, but be careful that before comparing the real parts, you must be very sure that you are comparing real part only. Okay, what I am trying to say, that in this question we have written x square plus y square as the real part of left hand side complex number. Okay, because in the question itself it is given that x and y are real. If x and y are real, then we are very sure that x square plus y square is also real, and that is why we have compared that with the real part of other side complex number, that is 25. Okay, you will get more clarity in the next question. The next question says, solve for a and b for which the complex number z1 equal to z2, where z1 is given, where z1 is given, where z2 is also given. Question says z1 and z2 are equal, and you have to find the value of what? A and b. But I am trying to say, but be careful, read out the question very carefully. There is nothing in the question mentioned that a and b are real. So in order to solve this question, if we are comparing, if we are taking 2a plus 3b as the real part of z1 and 10 as the real part of z2, so this thing is not very true, because we don't know a and b are real or what. Okay, we are not very sure that a and b are real. If a and b are not real, then how can we say then 2a plus 3b is real? Okay, so what to do in this question? If it is not mentioned that a and b are real, then we cannot simply compare the real part and imaginary part. So the answer to this question will be, there may be infinitely many solutions for a and b, but we cannot determine for sure what is the value of a and b. कैसे? जब मुझे यही पता नहीं है कि a और b रियल है या नहीं है, तो आई कैन से कि लेट a इज इक्वल टू आयटा. आई कैन से लेट a इज इक्वल टू आयटा. अगर मैंने a को आयटा मान लिया, तो z1 विल बिकम 3b plus 7 iota, 5 plus 2 iota, and z2 will become 10 minus 2b iota, and this a and a is iota itself, I square minus I square will be plus 1, and 10 plus 1 will be 11. This is z2. Okay, again we are not very sure that what is the value of b is real or imaginary. If I consider b as real, then z1 and z2 are equal, it's given in the question. Then I will compare 3b equal to 11 and 7 with equal to minus 2b, and say देखो यहाँ पे b is equal to what? 11 by 3, and यहाँ से क्या मिलता है? b is equal to minus 7 by 2. This is a very absurd equation. b cannot take two value at same time. How can we say that b is also 11 by 3, it is also minus 7 by 2? Okay, but if we consider by ourselves that a and b are real, then only we can compare real and imaginary part, that is 2a plus 3b will be equal to 10. This will give us the first equation, and a plus 2b is equal to minus 5. This is the second equation. This is by comparing real part, and the second is by comparing imaginary part. Okay, but only when we are considering a and b to be real, but it is not anywhere mentioned in the question that a and b are real. Okay, so this thing you have to keep in your mind. Unless otherwise it is not mentioned, you cannot compare a real part and imaginary part. Okay, so answer to this question will be what? We cannot say for sure what is the answer for a and b. Okay, so this thing is equality of complex number. Now moving on to the addition of complex number. How do we add two complex number? Here we have written two complex number Z1 and Z2. In order to add these two complex number, you will have to only add their real as well as their imaginary part. Okay, you will have to add real with real, imaginary with imaginary. You have to just add the respective real part and the respective imaginary part. The same thing goes for the subtraction also. If we are to find Z1 minus Z2, what we need to do is to just subtract real from real and what? Imaginary from imaginary. Okay, sorry, complex numbers are a1 plus iota b1, a2 plus iota b2. तो हमने क्या किया, a1 माइनस a2 कर दिया, b1 माइनस b2 कर दिया. ठीक है, very simple. Addition and subtraction are quite simple. Multiplication is also simple. There is nothing very special about multiplication. So if I have to write, just add real with real and imaginary with imaginary. In the subtraction part, I can write just subtract real from real and imaginary from imaginary. Okay, so let us talk about multiplication. How do we do multiplication of two complex number? Here again there are two complex number Z1 and Z2, a1 plus iota b1, a2 plus iota b2. Okay, so in order to multiply these two complex number, you will have to just follow the multiplication rule for polynomial. Okay, what I mean to say that x plus y multiplied by 2x minus 3y. Okay, what do? We multiply x with both these terms, then we multiply this y with both these terms. This is how do we multiply two polynomials. What do we get? 2x square minus 3xy plus 2xy minus 3y square. We can simplify further. Okay, this is the multiplication of polynomial. In the very similar fashion, we will multiply these complex numbers also. That is Z1 into Z2 is equal to a1 plus iota b1 multiplied by a2 plus iota b2. That is a1 will be multiplied with a2 as well as iota b2, and then this iota b1 will be multiplied by a2 as well as iota b2. So a1 a2 plus iota a1 b2. a1 का कर लिया हमने. Now multiply iota b1 with both these terms, then we will get iota a2 b1 plus iota square b1 b2. Iota square is what? Minus 1. So a1 a2 minus b1 b2. I am writing the real part with real part. Okay, and by taking out iota common from these two terms, we will write a1 b2 plus a2 b1. This is how we multiply those two complex number. There is no need to learn these things. Okay, you already know how to multiply two polynomials. There is nothing special in multiplying two complex numbers also. Okay, let us understand with an example, very simple one. Let's say z1 is 2 plus 3 iota, z2 is 3 minus iota. Okay, I have to find z1 into z2. So I am going to multiply this 2 with this 3 and then with minus I, 6, then minus 2 iota. Then I am going to multiply this 3 iota with these both terms, 9 iota and minus 3 iota square. Okay, I square is minus 1, so minus minus become plus. 3 plus 6 is 9 and 9 minus 2 is 7 iota. This is the answer. Okay, it's very simple. Important thing here is to understand is, since the multiplication of complex number is very similar to that of polynomials, and hence I can say that every algebraic identity that you have remembered in your lower classes, that is x plus y whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus 2xy, x minus y square is equal to x square plus y square minus 2xy, square minus y square is x plus y into x minus y, and so on. There are many more. Okay, almost 9 to 10 algebraic identities, whole cube, a cube minus b cube. Okay, these all algebraic identities are true in terms of complex number also, because complex numbers are also getting multiplied by the similar manner. Okay, so let me write here all the algebraic identities are also true what in terms of complex numbers. That is I can write z1 plus z2 whole square is equal to z1 square plus z2 square plus 2 z1 z2. I can write z1 square minus z2 square is equal to z1 plus z2 z1 minus z2. I can write z1 plus z2 whole cube as z1 cube, so on. You can write by yourself. There are many more. Okay, I recommend you to write all these algebraic identities in terms of complex number by yourself. Okay, okay, fine. So this is all about multiplication. Let us move on to division. How do we divide one complex number with another non-zero complex number? Again, I am mentioning non-zero because you know division by 0 is not defined till date. Okay, so a1 plus iota b1 upon a2 plus iota b2. Okay, how do we do it? This complex number in the denominator, it is a2 plus iota b2. We will multiply both numerator and denominator by the conjugate of denominator. By the conjugate of denominator. What is conjugate? Multiply numerator and denominator by conjugate of denominator. If a plus iota b is a complex number z, if a plus iota b is a complex number z, then its conjugate, we represent conjugate by z bar, it's simply a minus iota b, nothing. Okay, this thing is called the conjugate. We will study this conjugate in very detail in a separate topic, in a separate video lecture, okay? But for the time being just remember that conjugate is this only thing, okay? You have to just change the sign of iota, okay? You have to just change the sign of iota, nothing else. So what do we do? Z1 upon Z2 equal to A1 plus iota B1 upon A2 plus iota B2. I am going to multiply by the conjugate, that is A2 minus iota B2, in both numerator and denominator, okay? In some books you will see that they write this as rationalization, but rationalization, this using the word rationalization is not very correct here, because rationalization means to make to rationalize an irrational number. If there is an irrational number, so in order to convert that irrational number into rational number, that thing is called rationalization. If I have this number, say 2 minus root 3, and then I will multiply 2 plus root 3, then it will become 4 minus 3 is equal to 1, it becomes rational. But here this thing is A2 plus iota B2 is not rational or is irrational. This is a completely different thing, it is a complex number, so we will not use the word rationalization, okay? Okay, so after multiplying numerator and denominator by the conjugate of denominator, the whole thing converts into multiplication. We will multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. The very same thing we also do in real numbers, okay? If I say multiply 7 by 8 into 9 by 10, what will you do? We will do numerator into numerator, that is 63, divided by denominator into denominator, that is 80. तो यहाँ पर भी हम यही करने वाले हैं, multiply numerator with numerator, it becomes a1 a2 minus iota a1 b2 plus iota a2 b1, and minus I square becomes plus 1 b1 b2, whole divided by now observe, in the denominator I have written something plus something, and in other bracket something minus something. So it will be what? Just you have to do this thing, x plus y into x minus y is what? X square minus y square. I have just mentioned that we can apply all the algebraic identities in the complex number also, okay? So consider this as x, this as y, so this is x plus y and this is x minus y, so it will be what? X square and minus of y square, okay? So combining real and imaginary parts, okay? In the denominator I square will be plus 1, so a2 square plus b2 square, this is real, denominator becomes real, there is no term of iota here, okay? So this is how we do the division. Let us more understand it by an example. 3 plus 4 iota upon 1 minus iota. I have to divide 3 plus 4 iota upon with 1 minus iota, then I will multiply numerator and denominator with 1 plus iota. What do I get? 3 plus 3 iota plus 4 iota plus 4 iota square upon denominator 1 plus iota into 1 minus iota. It will be 1 square, that is 1, and minus of iota square is again minus 1, so it will be ultimately plus 1. This is minus 4, this is 3 minus 4 is minus 1 upon 2 plus 7 iota upon 2, this is answer. It's very simple, no rocket science here. Okay, so let's do a problem in which we are going to apply addition, multiplication, division, everything. Given that x and y are real, we have to solve x upon 1 plus 2 iota plus y upon 3 plus 2 iota equal to 5 plus 6 iota upon 8 iota minus 1. In this question we are going to apply addition, equality, multiplication, division, everything. Okay, so x upon 1 plus 2 iota plus y upon, let me write the question itself, equal to 5 plus 6 iota upon 8 iota minus 1. Okay, there are three fractions involved here. In each fraction I will have to multiply by the conjugate of denominator. So x times 1 minus 2 iota upon 1 plus 2 iota into 1 minus 2 iota plus y times 3 minus 2 iota upon 3 plus 2 iota into 3 minus 2 iota is equal to 5 plus 6 iota upon 8 iota minus 1 multiply by you have to change the sign of iota. Remember here 8 iota is written first, है ना? So minus 8 iota minus 1 will be conjugate. You have to change the sign of iota only. Okay, now we multiply x times 1 minus 2 iota upon, in the denominator everywhere we will apply the formula of a square minus b square. Okay, so here I will get 1 minus 2 iota whole square. 2 iota whole square is minus 4 and minus is already there, so it becomes plus 4. So y times 3 minus 2 iota divided by, I am writing directly 3 plus 4 is equal to numerator minus 40 iota minus 5 minus 68 iota square will be plus 1 and minus 6 iota upon 8 I whole square will be minus 64 and minus 1. Okay, डिनोमिनेटर ध्यान से देखना, सॉरी, let me write it as 8 iota minus 1 and by taking minus common from here it's become 8 iota plus 1. Okay, yes, so it becomes x minus 2x iota upon 5 plus 3y minus 2y iota upon 13 is equal to what? Minus what, 68 minus 5, कहाँ से आ गया? It will be 48 ना? Okay, so 48 minus 5 is 43 and minus 46 iota divided by minus times 8 I square, that is minus 64 and minus 1. So it becomes, let me write here, x minus 2x iota divided by 5 plus 3y minus 2y iota divided by 13 is equal to 43 minus 46 iota upon 65. Okay, 65 will be the LCM. It will be 13x minus 26 x iota plus 15y and minus 10y iota is equal to 43 minus 46 iota upon 65. Now only by comparing real and imaginary part, you can get the answer. Okay, fair enough. Calculate the answer and check the answer. I am writing the answer only. X is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. You can easily compare the real and imaginary part because in the question it is given that x and y are real only. Okay, moving on to the next question. This next question is DIY, do it yourself. Okay, so moving on to the next topic, that says you have to find the square root of complex number. But before understanding anything about the square root of complex number, let me tell you one simple thing, that is modulus of a complex number. I will separately teach you what is the modulus of complex number in a separate topic, but just to understand the square root of complex number, you will have a slight idea of modulus of any complex number. If z is some complex number a plus ib, its magnitude or modulus is represented by this modulus of z, and it is equal to root over square of real part plus square of imaginary part. Okay, for example, if z is equal to 3 plus 4 iota, then mod z is equal to 3 square plus 4 square ka under root, that will be 5. Okay, if z is equal to say 12 minus 5 iota, then mod z will be 12 square plus minus 5 square root over, it will be 144 plus 25, 169 root over 169 will be 13. So this only thing is called as modulus. Okay, so the square root of complex number, coming back to our topic, if z equal to a plus iota b is a complex number, then its square root square root of z will be look very closely how I am writing the formula. It will be very helpful for you to remember this formula. Just make 2 square root sign and multiply iota in the other one. Okay, so in the square root, in the first square root, I will write mod of z plus a, that is real part, divide by 2. In the second one, mod of z minus real part divided by 2, and in the beginning we will use plus or minus accordingly what is the sign of b, that is real part. So let me write two separate formula. Plus, when real part is positive, imaginary part is positive, and minus when this imaginary part is negative. So this is the formula. Okay, formula कैसे आया, we will see shortly ना. But ये formula apply करने के लिए you will have to know very clearly what is the modulus of z and what is its real part. Okay, let us understand it with by an example. Let us consider this is complex number 3 plus 4 iota. First tell me what is the modulus of z. It will be 3 square plus 4 square in root sign which will give us 5. So mod of z is 5. What is real part? That is a, it is 3. And what is imaginary part? It is 4, which is clearly positive, greater than 0. Then we will apply positive sign before bracket. Okay, so formula says root over mod z plus real part upon 2 plus iota times root over mod z minus real part upon 2. Okay, so mod z is 5 plus 3 upon 2 plus iota times 5 minus 3 upon 2. Okay, so 5 plus 3 upon 2 is what? 5 plus 3 upon 2 is 4. 4 का रूट हो गया अपने पास में what? 2. and 5 minus 3, 2 upon 2 is 1. 1 का रूट हो गया 1. Okay, so this is the answer. Again, see what is the formula. Square root of z is plus minus root of mod z plus a upon 2 plus iota times mod z minus a upon 2, or it will be plus minus this thing. Okay, difference is this only. If imaginary part is positive, you will write positive in the center. If imaginary part is negative, you will write negative in the center. Okay, in the beginning of bracket it will be plus minus in both the cases. Okay, it will be plus minus in both the cases. So the answer is, there are two square roots of this particular complex number. One is what? One is taking plus sign, that is 2 plus iota. Other is taking negative sign, that is minus 2 minus iota. So these are the two square roots of this complex number, that is 3 plus 4 iota. Okay, let us apply again in this question. Let's say z is equal to 7 plus 24i. So mod z will be it will be 25. 49 plus 576, it will be 625 root, that will be 25. Okay, what is a? That is real part, 7. What is b? That is imaginary part, 24, again positive. So square root of z will be plus minus root of mod z 25 plus real part upon 2. In the center I am going to apply positive sign because what? Because imaginary part is positive. Again square root mod z minus real part upon 2. Okay, it will be plus minus 4 plus 25 minus 7 is 18 upon 2 is 9 root 3 iota. Okay, so again we get two answers. One is 4 plus 3 iota, other is minus 4 minus 3 iota. Okay, let us say complex number z is 5 minus 12 iota. Let us do one more example. Mod of z will be 25 plus 144 root over it will be 13. Okay, what is a? It's 5. What is b? It's minus 12, which is negative. So square root of z, that is square root of this 5 minus 12 iota will be 5 minus 12 iota will be plus minus root over 13 plus 5 upon 2, 13 plus real part. Here we will apply negative sign because our imaginary part is negative. Okay, so minus iota times root over 13 minus real part upon 2. Okay, so it will be plus minus 13 plus 5, 18 upon 2, it's 9, root of 9 is 3, and minus iota times 13 minus 5 is 8 upon 2 is 4, root of 4 is 2. Okay, so these are two answers. One will be by taking positive sign, it will be 3 minus 2 iota. Other will be by taking negative sign, which will be minus 3 plus 2 iota. Okay, okay, good. You will also come across certain questions in which they will not very directly tell you to find the square root of any complex number, but at certain step of solving that question, you will need to find what is the square root of a complex number. Okay, so this question says you have to solve for complex number z, where z is square minus 3 minus 2 iota into z is equal to 5 iota minus 5. Okay, if you rearrange this question, it will look like it will be 5 minus 5 iota. Okay, this is a quadratic equation. This is again a quadratic equation. The only different thing is the coefficients of this quadratic equation is not real. Okay, the coefficient of this quadratic equation are basically complex numbers. Here a, that is coefficient of the quadratic term, it's 1. What is b? b is minus times 3 minus 2 iota, and the constant term is 5 minus 5 iota. Okay, तो ये कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर को ये क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन को सॉल्व करने के लिए हमको ये सोचना है कि क्या हम लोग श्रीधराचार्य फार्मूला जो रहता है हमारा क्वाड्रेटिक फार्मूला, क्या वो फार्मूला अप्लाई कर सकते हैं? द आंसर इज यस, बिकॉज द ओनली नेसेसरी कंडीशन टू अप्लाई दैट फार्मूला is this a should be non-zero, it must not be 0. Okay, there is no other condition. So whether the coefficients are real or complex or imaginary, you can always apply quadratic formula. So by quadratic formula, you will write z is equal to minus b, that is 3 minus 2 iota, plus minus root over b square. B square is 3 minus 2 iota square minus 4, a is 1, c is 5 minus 5 iota. Okay, whole divided by 2. Okay, so 3 minus 2 iota plus minus, अगर हम ये रूट के अंदर वाली पूरी चीज़ को सॉल्व करें, किसको? इसको, है ना, तो क्या मिलेगा? 3 minus 2 iota square, it will be 9, and plus 4i square will be minus 4, and it will be minus 12 iota. Okay, and minus 20 plus 20 iota. So 9 minus 24 is minus 15, and 20 minus 12 is plus 8, whole divided by 2. Okay, तो यहाँ पे हमको मिल गया, देखो z इज इक्वल टू, अब अगेन यहाँ पे स्क्वायर रूट के अंदर एक कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर आ गया, तो अब इसको सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए अभी हमने एक फार्मूला पढ़ा, तो ये माइनस 15 प्लस 8 आयटा, इसका सबसे पहले हमने क्या देख लेना है? मॉडुलस. तो वो मॉडुलस हो जाएगा माइनस 15 का स्क्वायर 225, 8 का स्क्वायर हो गया 64, रूट साइन के अंदर ये हो जाता है 289, 289 का रूट हो गया अपने पास में 17. ओके, सो दिस विल बी प्लस माइनस रूट ओवर 17 plus a here is negative, so it will be 17 minus 15 upon 2. B is positive, so positive sign iota, it will be 17 minus a minus of minus will be plus 15 upon 2. So this is plus minus 1 plus 32 upon 2 is 16, root of 16 is 4, 1 plus 4 iota. Okay. Okay, yes. So Z is 3 minus 2 iota plus minus 1 plus 4 iota upon 2. Now by taking positive sign, Z is equal to what? 3 plus 1 is 4 and 4 minus 2 is 2 upon 2, and by taking negative sign, Z is 3 minus 1 is 2 and minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6 iota upon 2. So these are two answers. Okay, I hope you are understanding it very well. Okay, so this is all about square root of complex number. Okay, these are some more questions. You will do it yourself. Okay, this question is again a quadratic equation having imaginary coefficient. You can again apply quadratic formula, and if the discriminant becomes complex, then you have a formula for calculating the square root of complex number. If it's not a complex number, then it will be very easy. Okay, so very last we will see a very important result. Root of a into root of b is equal to root of a into b. This law of exponent I can say like a to the power m into b to the power m is equal to a into b to the power m. This law of exponent is there in 8th class also. Okay, so we are familiar with these kind of relations from our 8th class. The only thing is we have to discuss that is it true always, or there is some certain conditions in which this law of exponent fails. Okay, let me take an example. Let's say a is minus 3 and b is minus 2. So our left hand side becomes root of minus 3 into root of minus 2. This is iota times root 3 into iota times root 2, I square root 6, and it's minus of root 6. Okay, what will be right hand side? Right hand side will be root of minus 3 into minus 2, it will be root 6 only. Observe, these are not same. So what do we can conclude? If both a and b becomes negative, then this rule becomes obsolete. Okay, it certainly fail. So in order to make this rule very consistent, you will have to take at least one of a and b as non-negative. What is non-negative? Non-negative is either 0 or positive. ओके, सो कम से कम एक जो है ए और बी में से एक तो तुम्हें नॉन नेगेटिव लेना ही पड़ेगा. अगर तुमने दोनों ही नेगेटिव कंसीडर कर लिए तो ये जो रूल है ये फेल हो जाएगा. ओके, सो वी विल राइट फॉर दिस rule, or I can say identity, okay, to be true for this identity to be true, at least one of A and B must be what? Must be non-negative. Non-negative and okay, non-negative and positive are both different things. Okay, non-negative also include 0. Non-negative also include 0. खुद सोचो, ए और बी में से किसी एक को भी 0 रख दो तो बी चाहे तुम पॉजिटिव रखो, नेगेटिव रखो, जो मर्जी रखो, LHS और RHS दोनों ही इक्वल हो जाएगा. किसके इक्वल हो जाएगा? 0 के इक्वल हो जाएगा. ओके, so this is all about this lecture. We have discussed what is the square root of a complex number. We have also seen that we can easily apply quadratic formula in these kind of questions also, and we have studied how to divide a complex number with another non-zero complex number, how to multiply two or more complex numbers, how to add them, how to subtract them, and what are the conditions in which these or any two complex numbers are equal to one another, and there is nothing like one complex number is greater than or less than some other complex number. Okay, so that's all for this lecture. Thank you.